In real time, this exclusive footage captures the moment Nipsey Hussle's brother, Black Sam, checked West Blvd Crip Rocstar 2800 at the grand opening of the Marathon Burgers.
No, that ain't what you want. That ain't, because I've been keeping, I've been watching. That ain't what you want. That ain't what you want.
Word on the street is that Wack 100 was the reason Black Sam went off on Rocstar 2800, but was there more to the story? Let's break it all down. Black Sam goes off. An unexpected turn of events unfolded following the arrival of West Blvd Crip Rocstar 2800 at the grand opening of Marathon Burgers on Saturday, the 1st of March in Los Angeles. Since Nipsey's tragic death in 2019, Black Sam has been holding it down for his late brother, protecting his name and legacy. During the weekend, which was supposed to be a big day for Nipsey Hussle's family and neighborhood, Black Sam was seen again standing on business for his brother's name. This time, he went head-on with Nipsey Hussle's former associate, Rocstar 2800, questioning his loyalty to his late friend. In the footage, Black Sam, wearing a black cap over a black t-shirt, stands merely an inch away from Rocstar 2800, shouting at him and pointing him in the direction of the exit. As the confrontation heats up, a small crowd gathers, with most people recording the incident on their smartphones, anticipating that things might get out of hand. Although the loud music and noise drowned out most of their conversation, Black Sam could be heard saying something along the lines of how those who don't stand up when people disrespect Nipsey Hussle are no longer welcome around the family. Black Sam can be heard saying, "Get it crackin'." Sam can be heard saying, "That ain't what you on. I've been watching." Rocstar 2800, on the other hand, was trying to put in work to be heard. He tried to stand his ground, claiming ignorance of what Black Sam was yelling about. He kept asking Sam, "What you talking about, bro?" However, Sam just wanted to check him out of the venue.
No, get on that. That's what all my niggas are. No, listen, bro. Come with it when it's like an action. When the niggas like some around. The niggas talking about get cracked. No, we can't holler.
Black Sam wasn't here to play games. He made it crystal clear to Rocstar 2800. He was being checked for not stepping up when people disrespected Nipsey Hussle in his presence. But the message didn't seem to land. The West Blvd Crip member stood his ground, insisting that no one had disrespected Nipsey in front of him. He also made it clear that he was not falling for all that internet stuff because it's fake. But Black Sam was not going to let it slide, and I understand why. He watched his brother get killed in cold blood over a needless argument about the gang culture, and his gang members are out there letting other people disrespect his legacy. The least he could do is stand on business on days like these, because there are gangsters in LA who never met Nipsey but won't let disrespect slide. That's why he kept yelling at Rocstar 2800, "Get cracking."
Niggas talking about bro, get cracked. No, we can't. Yeah, we go. You coming right here. Holler about bro. Nigga got me.
As the heated conversation unfolded, it began to get clear what Big Sam was talking about. Rocstar 2800 cannot just show up at the family events claiming he still got love for Nipsey Hussle while he was out there laughing while Nipsey was getting disrespected. It was as simple as that for Big Sam. You are either with us or against us. You can't be in between. At the moment, based on Big Sam's point of view, Rocstar 2800 was not with the family or for the family, so he checked him out of the grand opening.
No, that ain't what you want, nigga. That ain't, because I've been keeping, I've been watching, nigga. That ain't what you want. That ain't what you want, nigga.
West Blvd Crip Rocstar was trying to explain things to avoid the embarrassment of getting checked out of his late homie's family event, but Black Sam's words were law, so he got checked out. At the time, even amidst unconfirmed reports, speculation online suggests Black Sam was essentially telling Rocstar to check Wack 100 over his comments involving his brother and legacy, and fans could not hide their excitement seeing Black Sam stand on business for his brother's legacy on a day like that. One fan quickly declared respect, and another added, "Black Sam, a brother we all need." Another user observed that you couldn't pay somebody to hold down the legacy this well. Meanwhile, other users shared different perspectives. As a person of interest said, "Man, this some nigga shit. Sam in his 40s still trying to uphold the gang principles that got his beloved brother murdered in cold blood for the world to see." However, as soon as Rocstar 2800 was checked out of the event, he hopped on IG and posted, "Damn, all a nigga wanted was a burger. with a laughing emoji at the end. But fans are not taking the joke. When it comes to Nipsey Hussle, most fans don't take it lightly. One fan reacted, "Nah, you can't joke your way out of this one, pal." Another fan then tried to explain things to Rocstar 2800, saying, "Black Sam really loves you because anyone else with that army would have taken it 10 just to show out. He held back, was aggressive, but still showed he had love for you." Wack smutting Nipsey out, calling him gay, not a legend XYZ. Just feel like you gotta pick a side. Then the trolling started. One user compared his removal to a schoolyard punishment. They moved you to another block like it was timeout time. And here is another, going viral for getting marked out as nasty work. That's not all. This user went straight to the point when he said, "Can't be hanging with OPPs," and then try to walk up like everything peaches LOL. Seeing the internet buzz and the backlash, Rocstar 2800 thought to clear the air, but guess what? He only made things worse. He started by calling out Black Sam for disrespecting him at the Saturday event.
Was that respectable? I don't think that's respectable, man. You feel me? Like, I try to give him the benefit of the doubt. I was trying to like reason and you gonna do this right now, you gonna do this right here, this was...
And Black Sam made it damn clear that he was going to that right there. He checked him out in public and told him to go do something and come back. Interestingly, Rocstar 2800 confirmed that Wack 100 was the reason he was checked out by Nipsey's brother.
You know, so this whole thing is because of Wack, me dealing with Wack, which I deal with Wack for content reasons, right? I use them to run the numbers of it.
Almost like it was a good thing Rocstar 2800 acknowledged the reason he was smacked at the events. You know, it is one thing to know that you are the problem in a situation, but it's another thing to acknowledge it. But in the same line, Rocstar tried to explain that he needs Wack 100, but that was the issue for Black Sam. Wack 100 kept disrespecting Nipsey around Rocstar and he never said a thing. Sam feels the right person to check Wack 100 was Rocstar since they are dealing together. Rocstar then claimed that once he achieved his goal, he would see what he could do about Wack 100's disrespect toward his late homie Nipsey.
So, once I figured out how to do this internet shit and what these niggas were doing, let me hop in this shit. Let me see what I can do.
Now Rocstar 2800 just wanted the world to understand that he sees the disrespect towards his late homie, but he just wants to do business with Wack and be done with it. It's just business after all. But a fan came off straight at him. Wack has disrespected Nip multiple times on the internet. If Nip was your homie, ain't no business being done. Shortly after, Wack 100 responded to Rocstar 2800. He asked Rocstar to keep his name out of his mouth in the issue, then mocked Rocstar for getting checked at the event.
Yo, check this out, Rocstar. Hey, listen, homie. Some things you bring on yourself. Stop mentioning my name. Weird shit. Stop, bro. Stop mentioning my name, bro. Because dude didn't mention my name.
Wack 100 claimed if it was about him, Black Sam would have mentioned his name, but since he did not, Rocstar should keep his name out of the issue. He then crashed out on Rocstar, saying he could not handle the business right before him and should stop acting like he was not the cause of his own plight.
And I wouldn't give who name he mentioned, right? Who you thought it was or what. He marked you out and he handled you, bro. And ain't no man, ain't no Crip, no blood, no Hoover, no power rule. Gonna say that's how that's supposed to go. Dude did it how he wanted to do it, and you tucked your tail, bro.
Word on the street is that Rocstar 2800 tucked his tail. Black Sam is not one to play with on the street. That's why despite Black Sam's yelling at the top of his voice, Rocstar 2800 still could not crash into him. But not everyone shares in his fear, because shortly after Nipsey's death, all we started seeing was Wack 100 disrespecting Nipsey's legacy. In April 2022, Wack 100 found himself at the center of a major controversy. Podcast host Hassan Campbell played a recording of the veteran music manager discussing a sex tape allegedly involving the late Nipsey Hussle, another man, and the mother of Nip's son, Lauren London. In the recording, Wack 100 claimed he was saving Nipsey's career all along by not exposing it. Wack alleged Nipsey was paying a his baby mama with it.
He's saving his career, bro. Nipsey got gang shit on him, bro. Also on our mama. This
Wow. We got all the footage, is what Wack said.
Hassan Campbell explained that he knew about the tape because he overheard Nipsey's former manager, Big U, and Wack talking about it in a three-way call they didn't know he was on. But that was not all. Campbell then alleged that Wack and Big U tried to use the tape to extort Lauren London for 30% of Nip's estate.
He was extorting him, allegedly. Now let me ask you a question. Why did they wait till Nipsey died for Big U to send Wack 100 to go get 30% of his stuff? Why you think Laura London is so quiet? She dealing with foul niggas, and this is that y'all laughing and y'all playing with in Clubhouse? Huh?
Hassan Campbell already called Rocstar 2800 for not checking Wack 100 when disrespecting Nipsey on Clubhouse. Instead, he laughed and played with it. That was the same thing Black Sam was fuming about during the Saturday event, but Nipsey's fans never let it slide. One person wrote, "Let Nip rest peacefully. Wack is super whack for this." But that was not the first time Wack 100 spoke about Nipsey with such contempt. Just 9 months after Nipsey was killed, Wack was approached by TMZ at the Game's 40th birthday party and asked if he thought Nipsey died a legend. He wasn't, Wack said. He added, "What's a legend? Define a legend. Let's keep it real. If Dr. Dre died right now, we'd say we lost a legend, right? Based upon what? Numbers, right? Body of work, right? How many albums did Nipsey drop? One album, right? This not no personal. This is real shit." Wack claimed Nipsey didn't die a legend because he had only 1 million followers before skyrocketing to 10 million after his death, with no radio or platinum hits. But Nipsey left a legendary legacy in his neighborhood, and that's what Black Sam has been trying to protect. Let's get back to the gay sex tape gist. Shortly after Campbell's allegation went viral, Wack 100 responded. He went off on the guy who recorded the conversion, calling him a police officer, then doubled down on his allegation.
Somebody call your phone and say, "Hey, what's your personal opinion about this? A personal opinion about that." And you give a motherfucker your personal opinion. And I believe my personal opinion real shit. And I'm gonna talk about everything I talked about with Joe Black, the police nigga.
And that was not all. Wack could be heard talking with someone in Clubhouse, furthering his narrative about the video.
How many times that man have been in my studio with that footage and I've been controlling that shit come out? Shit ain't nothing new. Like, this ain't no motherfucking secret. Outside, try again, nigga. Everybody over here know what time it is, nigga.
Hey, that's what I said when I first heard this. I said,
Basically what Wack 100 was saying is that the gay sex tape involving Nipsey Hussle is not a new thing on the West Side. It's the word on the street out there. He claimed he had had the tape for over 3 years at the time, and he was never going to let it out.
I don't give a fuck about that. It is what it is. I mean, the truth is the truth. Because guess what? Everybody know I've been controlling. This shit ain't like there's some new shit coming out. You just a New York nigga, so it's new to you, nigga. Like,
Wack 100 was trying to paint himself as the good guy in this story, the one holding the tape, the only one with access to it, and the one refusing to release it. But here's the thing, nobody asked Wack about the tape in the first place. In fact, nobody even knew it existed until he brought it up himself. Then instead of owning up to it, he flipped the script on Hassan Campbell, acting like he couldn't be exposed for something everyone already knew he had. With Wack doubling down, let's be real. If this tape ever sees the light of day, we all know exactly where it came from. But this was not how it all started. The problem between him and Black Sam started with Black Sam demanding that the Nipsey Hussle feature on the Game's album be removed. Black Sam openly demanded the removal of Nipsey's piece, Heart vs. Mind, from the Game's album, Drillmatic. Black Sam has been pretty adamant about not giving unreleased verses out to rappers asking for a Nip verse. He claimed that Nipsey's verse on the Game song isn't even a real verse. It just sounds like Nipsey was riffing on the mic trying to come up with flows, and Game just decided to use it. But the escalation of the beef occurred when Wack 100, who manages the Game, accused Black Sam of being selfish with his anger and letting emotions interfere with business decisions.
Hey, Wack, you already spoke on that that one feature that's not on the album. That's not popular.
Which one? The Nipsey Hussle one?
Yeah.
Dude is like on some selfish. I don't think he's thinking.
He then went on to explain why he accused Black Sam of being selfish. He said,
"Brother ain't released no music. I don't know what he on. I don't think he understands the music business, but where he's selfish at is this. First and foremost, if it wasn't for Game, Nipsey wouldn't have had his music career.
First, he started off like he was entitled, then he went on claiming to be the good guy. He said Black Sam is failing to see that this was a big financial move for the family and for Nipsey's kids. He said that Nipsey Hussle has over 80 unreleased songs. Why are they not being released on his death anniversary or birthdays?
When Game was gonna give 100% of that song to his children, because the money that generates over the course of time goes to his children. So it really was a selfish act. I mean, you didn't hurt me. I got 30 other songs on it.
Wack 100 claimed that Nipsey was no more and his unreleased songs needed a big platform to be promoted. And he was offering himself as the platform. He claimed Black Sam's selfishness is hurting the business. Regardless of what he said, Black Sam maintained his refusal. He chose to look after the neighborhood as his brother would have wanted. The marathon continues. But those were not the only times Wack 100 spoke about Nipsey after he died. Vlad once asked him what he thought about Eric Holder killing Nipsey Hussle in cold blood. He said Eric Holder did what he was supposed to do in that situation.
At the end of the day, the rules of the jungle is the rules of the jungle. You know, when you call somebody certain things, every action gets a reaction. And this particular individual, everybody knew dude was a rider.
Wack blamed Nip for calling Eric Holder a snitch. He said everyone knew Eric was a rider and was all about that life. He was too real to be a snitch. But was that really the case? Let's fall back to Nipsey's tragic death. It's March 31st, 2019. The city of LA had just been hit with the shocking news of Nipsey Hussle's demise. Eric Holder Jr. approached Nipsey in front of the Marathon clothing store near Slauson Avenue and Crenshaw Boulevard. Eyewitnesses say the two had a brief conversation, but Holder came back shortly after with 2 handguns and opened fire in the middle of the parking lot. As a result, Nipsey was killed and 2 people were injured. Tragically, Nipsey was gunned down in the very parking lot of Neighborhood Nip, the same place where he had invested nearly $2.5 million to uplift his community. Despite his status as a hip-hop superstar, he often moved without security, choosing to stay connected to the streets that raised him. Fortunately, everything was caught on camera, leaving little room for doubt when the trial began. But Eric Holder's defense attorney, Aaron Jansen, tried to argue otherwise. He pushed for a manslaughter conviction instead of murder, claiming that Holder acted in the heat of the moment. Jansen argued that Nipsey's words triggered an emotional reaction, causing Eric to snap. According to him, when Nipsey mentioned there might be paperwork on Holder, street slang for cooperating with the police, it wasn't just casual talk. Both men were from the Rolling 60s Crips, and in that world, being labeled a snitch in front of other gang members wasn't something you could just brush off. Jansen made it clear. This was not just a pleasant conversation between homies chopping it up. This was a serious accusation. He insisted that Holder took it to heart because he understood the deadly consequences of being called a snitch in that setting. However, District Attorney John McKinney said Eric Holder acted with jealousy. He claimed that Eric Holder was also a rapper, and unlike Nipsey Hussle, jams were buzzing the city. A witness for the prosecutor played a key role in the Nipsey murder trial. The witness by the name of Douglas claimed that the defense argument that Eric Holder was triggered by Nipsey calling him a snitch was an outdated knowledge of LA gang operations. He said, "Nowadays, there's so many snitches walking around. That's a myth. You could walk out a gang right now. We don't care if you walk out of the Rolling 60s, we ain't gonna do nothing to you." He then cited an example from himself. "Me getting on the stand right now would be considered snitching. I ain't worried. Maybe in the 80s, yeah, but this is 2022. Douglas was an employee at the clothing store, cleaning the parking lot, along with other duties. He considered Nipsey Hussle as his younger brother. He said he was my little brother. His lawyer also argued that Eric Holder was mentally unstable. He read a letter from Eric's father stating that Eric suffered from schizophrenia at age 19. He said before the tragic event, Eric displayed an unusual act where he smashed a window with a heavyweight in a manic manner. The latter says Eric did that because he feared he was going to be murdered. However, the arguments did not pass as a result. He was sentenced to 60 years in prison.
The sentence will be the term prescribed by law, which is 25 years to life. In addition, there will be the 12022.53D allegation, which is consecutive. That will be an additional 25 years to life. So for count 1 alone, it would be 50.
Eric's lawyer pleaded with the judge to consider sending him to 28 years instead of 60 years in prison. He claimed that Eric's life would be in danger in prison given Nipsey Hussle's status on the street, but the judge showed no mercy. However, given Holder's health condition, the judge recommended to the department that Holder be housed in a facility that would address his mental health. Dramatically, as Eric Holder was being walked out of court, the key witness, Douglas, started chanting, "Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more," like it was a revolution. Douglas had said at the beginning of the trial that Nipsey Hussle would be greatly missed in the community because of the work he had put in for the hood. He revealed that a lot of people in the neighborhood relied on Nipsey for their source of livelihood. Now they are desperate for work. Everyone on the street knew that Nipsey lived his life for his people. He made it clear at the Russell Simmons Get Your Money Right Summit in 2006 that Nipsey said he was leaving behind all the material things associated with the rap culture, the diamonds, the flashy cars, to secure the financial future of his family and people in his community. When Davey D asked Hussle, "How come you not blinging and having all kind of crazy diamonds and all that?" Hussle replied, "I'd rather invest in some real estate." And that changed the way people looked at the rapper. He was goal-oriented and all about his people than himself. After his tragic death, people in the neighborhood paid tribute to the rapper, and most of them acknowledged the good work he put in for the community. At the time, one man named John Yang testified that last year, he partnered with the brand Puma to renovate a local elementary school's playground and basketball courts. Hussle was deeply involved in Destination Crenshaw, an open-air public art project in the neighborhood that began construction this spring. When asked about what he meant for the community, Joseph Octaviani responded, "If you want to look around right now, every single person that is out here, spending their time here, they're here because he spoke to them in some way. He inspired them in some way." Stephen Curry said, "I got to know him last year and had a great conversation about who he was as a person, what he stood for, what his message, how he tried to inspire people, considering where he grew up." When the tragic news hit the media, the mayor of Los Angeles, Eric Garcetti, could not hide his pain. He said, "Our hearts are with the loved ones of Nipsey Hussle and everyone touched by this awful tragedy. LA is hurt deeply each time a young life is lost to senseless gun violence. Nipsey Hussle might not have died a legend according to Wack 100's standard, but he died a legend in the eyes of his people. He left behind a great legacy, and his brother Black Sam is doing the most to ensure that Nipsey Hussle's name, his music, family, and hood are respected at all costs. Black Sam demonstrated this once again by launching the Marathon Burgers, a move the hood was proud of. So it's no surprise that when Rocstar 2800 showed up at the event, after failing to step up for Nip when it mattered, Black Sam wasn't having it. He checked him out on sight. It seems Black Sam isn't too different from his brother after all. One guy from the hood even put it best: "I love Big Sam, one of the best role models in our community." I guess with Black Sam, the marathon continues. If you love this video, click on the card showing on your screen for more videos like this.